Hi everybody, I hope everyone's doing well. In this video, I will be sharing with you guys products that I don't believe were worth the hype. So if you guys are interested, do stick around. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Cristina and I do product reviews mostly on luxury beauty, skincare, and makeup. And once in a while, I dabble into luxury accessories as well and a vlog here and there. So if those things are up your alley or seem interesting, please do subscribe and press the notification down below before we begin. So in today's video, I wanted to do something that I don't frequently do on my channel, which is share some products that did not work for me, and in particular products that I heard a lot of hype about, whether it's reviews or from other peers or influencers. Now, typically on my channel, I share product reviews, especially very thorough product reviews on products that I love, and I will thoroughly go into them. But in the past 6 months, I've tried quite a bit of new releases from brands that are typically good, that I do have products that I like from them, but unfortunately, they did not work out for me. And that is something that is very normal in the beauty industry. There are brands that you like more than others, but not every release that they come out with is gonna be a hit or a win. So I've just put together a few of them, and I think because they were very significantly such a miss for me that I thought I would share with you guys. So the first product I want to share with you guys is the Tatcha the Silk Canvas. And this I only tried literally the first time, and my first impression on it instantly was I didn't want to try it again, but I did a couple more times. It's been a few months since I reached for this, but just opening it up right now, I recall what I did not like about it, and it is definitely right away just the form of a primer. It's supposed to be a primer, and it's balm-like. So for me, it reminds me of a lip balm, and having to grab that product and warm it already in your fingers, you're already kind of losing that product. I don't know if that makes sense, but losing the benefits of that product. So it just seems more like something that I would, and look, there's a white cast over there. I did not enjoy the texture of this at all, and applying it, it felt like it was just moving my moisturizer instead of just patting it and pressing it in for it to sit on top of my moisturizer. I felt like I had to go back in and grab a lot and then kind of rub my face again. I don't like rubbing my skin. Even when I apply moisturizer, I kind of warm it up in my fingers and then press it on my skin. The way that this product is made, it's not possible to do that. So number one is the texture, and number two is the feeling it left on my skin. When I want to prime my skin, I want it to feel supple with a slight tackiness. So whatever cream or liquid product I put on top, it actually just kind of sticks like glue. And this one just leaves a very velvety, almost powder finish. So I felt like I had moisturizer and then I had to rub this product, which felt like a powder, and then I don't know, it was just not my cup of tea. And I think this is the amount of rave reviews this gets and hype, I really did not understand instantly when I first tried it. So thank God I only bought the smaller version, the travel size, because it's quite pricey. It's actually like 60 or between 60 to 80 probably, yeah. So this one was definitely not worth the hype for me. And the next product is unfortunately from a brand that I really love, especially because their concealer, two of their concealers are holy grail for me. And this is the brand Clé de Peau. This is their Radiant Cream to Powder Foundation. The shade that I got is 020. So if you guys have not heard of, Clé de Peau is like the premium beauty makeup skincare line. It's under the Shiseido group of companies. This is how it looks. It comes with a puff right here. This is not a cushion, although it looks like one. And then here's the product. This, of course, is pricey. I think this is around 115. I'm not so sure, but I will list the products down below and also put the links to the products. But this is the shade, and in MAC, I didn't have a problem with the shade. In a MAC, I'm an NC30. So let me just show you. So this is the shade right here. This is in number 20, and there were two main things that I didn't like about this. I didn't like the way it applied with the puff it comes with. So it was just very streaky. I don't know. I didn't like the way it grabbed the product, but at the same time, so the texture of this, when you feel it right off the bat with your fingers, it doesn't really feel bad at all. In fact, I had high hopes for it because of how it felt, but once I put it on my skin, it just felt very dry, and also it made my skin look very dry. So all my dry patches and the texture of your skin, it really emphasizes so much more. Sorry about that. So this is was a definite fail for me. The Clé de Peau Radiant Cream to Powder Foundation. The next product has really made me very sad because I really had a lot of expectation and a lot of high hopes with this product, especially because I like these brands. This is from Armani. It's the High Precision Retouch Concealer or Corrector. Now, this one I was really sad about as well. This is how it looks, and my shade that I use is 3.5. Comes with a very fine applicator that looks like so. And so this is for, as it says, precision corrector. So it's for spot concealing or under the eye. You know, I haven't actually tried this really for spot concealing because luckily I haven't gotten spots in the last month and a half, but I did purchase this to kind of brighten my under eye and kind of just, you know, where you have the shadow right here. On the first try, and again, maybe because my expectations were so high and I've seen a lot of swatches and video tutorials with this product that I was like, wow, because when they blended in, it was like it was amazing, and I thought it would, you know, maybe even do better than my Sue-Q or my Clé de Peau concealers, but unfortunately it didn't. And given the price, you guys, this is 70 Canadian. You get 0.14 fluid ounce or 4.4 ml. Really is a miss for me. I would definitely go with a Clé de Peau any day. It just didn't it didn't give me that flawless coverage that I was really expecting. I wasn't expecting high coverage, but a nice finish, and I didn't get that. It actually seemed to look a little dry under my eye and show a little bit of texture and fall into my creases like very quickly, like in the 3-4 hour mark. So this definitely is a miss for me as well. The next product is a facial mist. It is the first, I mean, besides, I stopped buying facial mist. Even Evian mist or the La Roche-Posay mist, Avan, I would just use facial sprays, but this one seemed so promising by Fresh because it's a vitamin nectar antioxidant glow water. Yeah, this is how it looks. I got the travel size. Thank God I got travel size again. And this is 100 ml. The mist in this is a fine mist. It's a nice, pretty mist, but you can't spray this like, it's not a continuous spray where when you hold it down, it's just gonna mist it continuously. So you're gonna have, you can't just do this, you gotta keep on pressing it. I don't know if that makes sense. It smells very citrusy, over the top, like there's fragrance in it, although it says alcohol free. It just, it's not super expensive. I think this one is 29 or 39. I'm not so sure, but you don't need it. There's other products that are way better. And so it's a skin nutrition face mist. Ingredient wise, looks super promising, super good, but I didn't really see that much of a need for it or how it made such a big difference to my skin after I use it or spray it on my skin. So this one is not so much that I don't actually, this one is one of those that hasn't really been as hype, but it's just I wouldn't rebuy it. I don't really think you need it, but the ingredients sound amazing. It's enriched with a blend of vitamin C, E, and B5, lemon and orange fruit extracts. You can definitely smell and feel the lemon and orange. So this one is more like a miss and kind of like, I don't really need that. The next product I want to share, the next two products I want to share with you guys is makeup, and this two really made me very sad because I had such high hopes for them. And this one is from Pat McGrath Labs. This is their lip gloss, and this one is in the shade Sunset Rose, which is a gloss, and I actually have it on just with my Hourglass, one of my Hourglass nude lipsticks. This is not, I mean, there's a lot of hype behind a lot of Pat McGrath products, but especially when the gloss was released, even I was excited. So let me just swatch it for you guys. If you want a neutral shade from this line, this is probably the best that you can get that I would suggest. For the price, I think it's $39. So it's definitely a premium luxury gloss price, but texture wise, formula, and even the applicator, it doesn't feel cheap. Like, I know there's some technology in the applicator, but I've had better glosses, and also the formula feels like the gloss is just sitting on my lip, like it's gonna move around and get like bleed into outside my lip liner. That's how it feels. It just doesn't feel like a very stable kind of gloss. I don't know if that makes sense, but it just feels quite flimsy, the formula. And also the finish just looks, I was expecting something out of this world that was so different, but I feel like a lot of my Dior added glosses and the Dior lip maximizers and maybe some of the Tom Fords are just way better. This just felt like, I think even some MAC colors or MAC formulas are even better. So this was definitely not worth the hype for me. Last but not the least in this video from this group of products is the Patrick Ta Monochrome Velvet Blush. And the shade that I got is in She's Seductive, which is like a neutral beige shade. And I did thoroughly look at swatches and reviews on Sephora. Now this is how the product looks. You guys have seen the packaging, and then this is how it looks. The color looks amazing. It looks very promising, but when I applied this, it didn't apply very smoothly. It kind of was a bit patchy, and also you had to work a bit more. There is color in it. I mean, there is pigmentation, but it just feels like you have to work a bit harder to get the color, and the formula didn't not give me a dimension of a cheek dimension that I can get from my Chanel blushes or the beautiful natural glow I would get from Hourglass blushes. I believe this one is a matte, so I wasn't expecting it to be very glowy, but just even the ease in application, it just felt patchy when I put it on my cheek. And in fact, even the pigment, the color of it looked a bit not as flattering as it looked on the photos that people uploaded on Sephora. So I was disappointed, especially the formula and the texture and the way it applied on the skin. It was a bit on the patchier, not smooth side, unlike blushes that I usually love, where even some that are not really super luxury or premium, but it just gives a glow to the skin, adds dimensions to the cheeks. And even if it's a matte, it's just really gives color, imparts color beautifully and pigment to the skin, where it looks like a flush of color. This one just felt like, I don't know, it felt like it was like an eyeshadow formula that I was trying to put on my cheeks. It just did not apply well or look well in the cheeks. So unfortunately, the Patrick Ta blush was a fail for me as well, and to me, not worth the hype. So that is about it, you guys. I hope you found this video interesting and somewhat informative. I think there's also value in sharing things like this, especially if you're interested or looking into some luxury products. Of course, you don't want to buy everything and try everything, but personally, just sharing my experience with these products that are very hyped, I guess, would help some of you out there before you purchase them. So that is it for me. So that's about it, you guys. That is my video for today. I hope you guys found this video interesting and informative. If you have any questions or any comments, you can leave it in the comment section down below. Again, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day or a great evening.